Alright guys, so this is the video for week 5 for my pre-AP class. I'm going to be going over activity 4.9. It's a really short activity. I'll be also showing you guys a little bonus footage of what I've been up to for the past few days. So hang on for that, okay? Let's get started. So this is activity 4.9 in Springboard. So remember, you guys can access all of this by logging into Springboard. So this one should be a pretty fun one this week. It's justice and moral reasoning. Now the first part is a quick little survey about you and yourself. Just take the time to go ahead and get this done on a separate sheet of paper. Remember, we're doing everything separately, and then you're going to submit it on Schoology when you're done. So that's how you're turning things in. You can either take a picture of it or do it on Microsoft Word. It's your choice, but whatever we're doing as far as activities in this presentation in our little video, that's what you're turning in for the day. So the survey, you're going to choose one of the following. I'll let you guys go ahead and read it and answer. All right, once you guys have that done, you're going to total it up and you're going to be looking at the responses. So you have these kind of things. So some things, at least something you'll see in a magazine. If you mostly have A, you're at pre-conventional level, B, conventional level, and C, post-conventional level. So which level are you, and do you think if that description fits you? Now, they didn't give you the description, okay? We have to go and read it. So let's go ahead and read it before we do that. So this is our informational text, Colbert's 6 Stages of Moral Reasoning. Remember, you always read it 3 times. 1, just to get to understand what it says, just to decode it. 2, to go deeper, trying to figure out what it really truly means. Third one is to break it down, looking for author's purpose, looking for really deep reasoning, what's the application here, those kind of things, okay? So do take your time to read through it 3 times. If there's any vocabulary words you don't understand, please make sure you go look them up and put it into that input strategy that we used before where you read it, you go back and you read it with the definition you found. So do take your time to make sure you understand it. So after you've done your third 3 readings, you'll probably understand what the 3 purposes are, and you can probably see where you fit in the survey and ask yourself, was that accurate? Which level are you, and do you think this description fits you? And explain. That should be at least a 1-paragraph answer. So you should have all of these, A, B, C, and D. Which one was you? And which one do you think, which description that fits you? So that should be your first paragraph on that paper you're working on. Okay, next part, all the way down. I'm going back and forth here. Okay, this last part is pretty easy and kind of fun. So after reading the 3 levels of moral development, examine the following scenario. So we had this scenario about a man named Heinz who had his wife dying from a rare disease. A drug that might have saved her was available from the druggist in town, but he was charging $200,000, a sum that Heinz could never pay, and was 10 times what the druggist paid for the drug himself. Heinz borrowed all the money he could, went to the druggist and with half amount he needed, and asked him to sell the drug cheaper, but the druggist refused. Heinz became desperate and broke into the druggist store one night and stole the drug. Should have Heinz done that? So learning what you learned from the article, you're going to fill out this graphic organizer. So if this person was in the pre-conventional level, so you read about the pre-conventional level. If it was a pre-conventional level, would he have stolen the drug? Yes or no? And why or why not? Make sure to go back and look what he talks about pre-conventional and use that to help your answer. Same thing with conventional and post-conventional. Okay, so using each of the levels, you're going to figure out, would he have stolen? If he was pre-conventional, would he have stolen? If he's conventional, would he have stolen? If it was post, would he have stolen? And why or why not? So this should be recreated either on a Word document or on a piece of paper. And this is also going to be part what you're going to submit on Schoology. And the last 2 questions should be pretty fun. What would you have done in this situation? Why? And which level does it represent? So really do some searching of yourself. What would you have done if this was your wife or your husband or someone you really did care about? Knowing what you know about this drug, knowing what you know about the money involved, would you would you have stolen or wouldn't you have stolen? Why? And which level would you probably see yourself as for that case? And what light do Culper's level shed on your understanding of the nature of justice? Remember, the nature of justice is what we're really talking about. Justice is a big, big term, huge. But it's all about what's right or wrong, what we see as right or what we see as wrong. Now, of course, we've already decided it depends on culture, depends on your situation, depends on everything. Now, this one is going to you. How do these levels help you understand your understanding of the nature of justice? How does it show that it really depends on your own personality or where you are on these levels? Okay. So take your time. These should be 2 paragraphs. So you only have 3 paragraphs plus a graphic organizer to do. It shouldn't be very much this week. Remember to work on your final exam essay. Take your time on that. Well, your project anyway. Take your time on that. Make sure you guys are ready to submit a draft by the end of this week. That's what I'm giving you guys something kind of like this week. All right, so the reason why I've been late, guys, it's been a crazy weekend, but let me show you what's going on. We were allowed back onto campus yesterday, only a select few. They're doing like 5 teachers at a time. They are actually ahead of schedule, and that also means the West Wing is set to be completely gutted. It means I had to go clean out my classroom. Also, the main building is actually going to be completely torn down, and it's exciting, get kind of sad that you guys can't see the building and say goodbye. But yeah, it's on its way out. So if you can see behind me, I do have my boxes. You see that right there? From my stuff from my classroom. I'm actually going back to this afternoon to get the rest of it. And I just wanted to show you guys a little bit about what it looks like. So we walked in the door. Let me go ahead and put the picture up. We walked in the door that morning, and of course the halls were completely dark and it was really eerie. It was like one of those times where we had the lights off in the hallway, but it was quiet, like dead quiet. There were still posters on the board for like prom and all the other senior events and things that were going on. And as I'm walking down the hall, and it was my classroom. You should have seen me. I was so excited to get in there. I could not wait to get into my classroom. I opened the door and everything is as I left it, except for like a couple dictionaries that they moved to my desk to clean the floors. But all my lessons were on there. The bell ringer that I had set up when we got back was on there. Everything. It was a very interesting kind of surreal moment. It was like a strange kind of time capsule. But the best part, and the part I really wanted to show you guys, is this. These are pictures of the brand new building. When we walked out to, like, I was going to go to the Mustang to go pick up my stuff, that fencing area was completely changed. It was now a real sidewalk, and they were working on planters in the corner, but you could see through the buildings. They have the new stucco area, which is like a patio, and the patio has like shade and places for people to hang out. And then on the far end, the other side, towards the main building, you can probably see the main building in the picture. That nice building is going to be our new building to where we're going to be at. So that one, it looks great. It's pretty much done. They are so ahead of schedule, guys. It's really beautiful. So I just wanted to give you guys a little insight what it looks like. I'll see if I can get more pictures when I'm there this afternoon to let you guys see as much as I can get into. I know we're not allowed in the construction site, but I'll put my camera through the fencing and stuff like that. So if I'm not available this afternoon, you know what I'm up to. I know it's crazy. I know, look at this hair. Oh, it was exhausting yesterday. So I wish you guys well. If you have any questions, just leave me a message. I'll get back to them as soon as I can. And I hope to talk to you guys soon.